There are some things that traders need to be aware of when it comes to the forex trading concept, forex trading market rather. There are some things that trader needs to be aware of, and that's the knowledge. Knowledge in this trading business cannot be overemphasized on, because it is very paramount in the life of every trader. One of the benefits of knowledge is because it gives you in an edge to know what you're supposed to know. Now, in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you some current stages that you need to know where you are in the market, where you are, where you were doing. There are some things that you need to be aware of. Now, one of it is there are some stages that you need to know where you are currently in the market before you get to profitability. Now, first of all, you need to know what stage you are. Now, let's take for example, the primary stage of every beginner is to have the knowledge. Now, this first stage tells you, this is where you begin to learn how the market moves, how to calculate your pips, how to calculate your stop loss, how to where to place your take profit. Now, this is, they call it the new page stage, the beginner stage, where you have the knowledge of what the forex market is all about. Who are the big players? Who are what's the forex market instigated? How did forex come about? You get the primary knowledge. Now, once you're able to get this data, you move to the next stage, which is what application of knowledge. Now, take for example, now this application of knowledge is where you begin to have you begin to apply those things you were taught in the beginner stage. How the market moves, the market structure. You begin to apply and see how this thing works. This thing, how the market really moves, it begins to give you an edge, understanding that, okay, this is what my mentor taught me, this is what I was taught. This current stage is what they call application of knowledge. I call it the application of knowledge because why? You begin to apply what you were taught from the beginner's trading. You begin to apply it in the market, and this tells you how it works over time. Now, if you're able to get this, is where you begin to see some of your failures, your flaws. Now, I need you to pay attention to what I'm going to be saying now. This is not a stage where you take lightly, because if you miss this stage, you're going to be affecting the next stage. Now, you're going to be able to write what is happening to you. Why did the market stop you out? Now, I need you to have a mentality. That mentality is, whatever goes wrong in the market is my fault, not the market's fault. Now, take for example, Warren Buffett said something: when you blame someone for your failure, you are actually going to continue failing, because why? You have not been able to take responsibility. Take responsibility for yourself and blame yourself for it, and say, okay, I was the one that actually did this. I messed up. I messed up. Now, where did I mess up? Where did I make the mistake? Write it down. Now, the next thing you're going to be doing is avoid that mistake. Keep avoiding that mistake. Now, let me tell you something. When a child is trying to walk and falls down, the child tries to stand up again and keep walking. There's something you need to know about failing. Once you're able to fail 2 times, 3 times, what you've actually done is you've actually gotten an idea of how that thing is not working, what is killing you. Your duty now is to avoid it. That child that falls and make attempt to stand and keep rising and keep walking, the child does not go back to where he started crawling from or started walking from. That is how the journey is. You keep crawling until you start walking, after which you start flying. Now, this stage is a stage. The application of knowledge is begin to apply that thing and see that thing that is working for you. This trading game is a personal game, it's a personal business. It has to do with you. The market wants to relate with you, because don't forget, you are new to the market. So the market wants to know you. Okay? And it's not going to be able to do that effectively until you are able to until you're humble enough to tell yourself the truth. Okay, now after the application of knowledge, we move to the next stage. That is, I call it self mastery. Now, in this stage is where you begin to find out, since you know what is working for you, you begin to follow yourself in that line. I know you get a lot of videos and say, and guys, try this out, try this out. Yeah, there are a lot of videos like that. But I need you to know something. Everybody is different. You need to find your own unique space. I read a book some time ago, and the guy said something. There's a space for you in the sky. There's a space for you in the sky. Now, what I'm saying is, as a trader, there's a space. Okay, duty is to find your space. Find your space. Now, if you're able to find your space, stay there. I always relate the forex market to like me opening in my business in the morning. How do I do it? Now, when I come to the forex market, I'm looking for. It's like I have a shop address. I'm waiting for the market to come to my address and ask me if I'm willing to buy or if I'm willing to sell at that price. If it comes to me and I look at the price and I look at the risk involved, if I'm able to take it, fine. Like what you're seeing on my screen now, I entered that trade as at that time. I saw what was happening there and I knew what was going to happen because the market has come to my trend line in the hourly time frame. This is the 4 hours. I actually saw it play out in the daily. So I was like, okay, this market's asking me if I'm going to be buying at this point. I was like, let me check the risks involved. Am I can because this is one of my trading strategy. And I was like, can I do this? Let me check the risk. And I checked the risk to the word and I was like, okay, I'm cool with this. Let's take it. If anything goes wrong, I don't blame anybody. I blame myself. Okay, I take the risk. After all, probability is all about trading. Trading is all about probability and risk management and risk concept also. You have to risk something to get something. So I'm cool with it. So I took the trade. It's still running. If anything goes wrong, fine. But I'm suspecting the market is going to be retracing down to where you saw my trend line there. Now, this is my own space in the market. Now, whenever I see the market do this thing or come to this concept or this whole strategy stuff, my strategy, and respect it, I see it like someone coming to my shop telling me that, guy, Alpha, can you buy this or can you sell at this price? I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. Now, this self mastery is you disciplining yourself to say, I'm going to be seeing this thing happen in the market before taking a trade. And if I don't see this happen, I'm not going to be taking a trade. So this is a part one of this video. I'm going to be dropping the part two in the subsequently in the future video. So if you're here to subscribe to this video, do so and leave a comment section below. And if you have any question for us, of course, if you want to join our community, I'm going to be leaving the link also in this video. So see you guys.